Now, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, so I don't know if this is some sort of like elaborate scam, but I'm really like freaked out right now. So I've given somebody my address. So for the last sort of 15 minutes, I've been like panicking, thinking I'm gonna have a bit of confrontation. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Tom and this is Tom's Toys 95. Now today I've got a bit of a different video for you. This was going to be part of my eBay weekly reselling video, and the segment was a bit long, and I thought I'm going to make a standalone video on it because it's quite a weird, unusual topic of video to make. And I want to address the video to begin with is that it does have a fairly good outcome and a good ending, so I don't want this video to come across as like clickbait or a scam or anything on my end. But I had up to a point I was very genuinely scared, anxious and worried that I was going to get scammed or something bad was going to happen to me via this experience on eBay. So sit back and enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy it anyway. I certainly didn't, but it did have a good outcome, as I said. So yeah, I'm just going to play the video. Right, so I'm pretty freaked out right now. So it is Wednesday, and last night I sold one of those like blowers. It's like a car sales wibbly wobbly man thing, right? I'll show you some footage afterwards. I won it at an event, Bongos Bingo, about 2 years ago, and it's been in my garage pretty much ever since. It's taking up room. I don't really use it. I got it out once or twice for some friends to have a laugh at. It stays up for about 30 seconds. We put it down. So I thought, you know what, I'll pass it on. Now I listed it for a fairly high price because I didn't want to undersell it. I sent an offer out last night for 50 quid and somebody accepted it, paid for it. Cool. Woke up to 2 messages from the same person. One asking some questions saying, you know, can we check that it works? We're local to you, blah, blah, blah. Does it come with the base and whatever else? Because you've obviously got the actual Sky Dancer, it's called. And then you've also got the blower that blows it up. So yes, it all comes in one. So I replied back saying, yes, you can come and check it out. You know, it comes with the blower, everything like that. So I've been liaising with this person all day and sending a few messages back and forth. I gave them my address. And at one point I did kind of think, well, they've paid for the item plus the postage. What I could do is cancel the sale, get them to rebuy it, and then do a collection. So when they come, it's got like a QR code. So that's the idea, is when they collect it, you scan the QR code, they put in a code on their phone or something, and it confirms to eBay that they've received it. That way they can't go away, take it home, and then claim that I haven't posted it or anything like that. So I did think doing that, and then I thought, no, do you know what, I'll wait until they come. And, you know, from the messages, they were genuine. I thought, you know, I'll see what they're like when they get here, and they might be nice about it and just be like, yep, no problem, we'll take it, blah, blah, blah. Or they might be like, yep, no problem, cancel the sale, relist it, or buy it on the spot, mark it's collected, cool. So I thought, I'll play it by ear. So that was kind of my thought process, is I didn't want to overload them with all these messages and stuff and confuse them in case they haven't done something like that before. So I thought I'll wait till they get here and maybe explain it in person, because obviously I want to cover my back to make sure that they've received it. So anyway, I give them my address and stuff, and we tried to agree a time. I said I'll be back home at 5:20. He said my wife doesn't finish work till 6:10, so it's about 20 minutes. We'll fly down the highway and we'll get there for about 6:30. So I was like, cool. So I've come back from work. I've sorted a bit of stuff out in my garage. I've picked the item and it's in my house porch, ready to be tested, because they wanted to see it working. So I was going to put it in my garden, plug it in, show them it working, give it to them, off they go. Now, about midday, I didn't want to send my full address through eBay, so I put my house number and just the postcode. Now, we've been having like a message conversation with them, so I had like a thread. Now, I went onto the sale, £50, clicked the sale, and you got the option to purchase a label. I clicked message buyer, pasted in my house number and postcode, and then it started like a new message thread. So I thought, oh, that might confuse the buyer a bit, just having, and they might think I'm a random person, I've just sent my postcode. So I went back to the messages, found the actual thread from the person messaging me, sent my house number and my postcode, and they were like, cool, we know where you are.
Now I'm panicking. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
They're actually here right now. So basically the whole point of this is the buyer or the collector has not purchased it. So I've given my address to a random person. They created their account today. All the information on the account is brand new. They have no feedback. And there's a car outside my house. I don't know if this is them. But the point of this recording is that I'm really freaked out because I didn't know if they were coming or not. I've been really anxious because I could just have a random person come to my house. Now, it might all be a genuine mistake, but I'm a bit creeped out. This account was only made today. The username is a bunch of letters and numbers, and I've got no feedback. So they could be coming to test out this item, and then want to walk away with it for free. But they're just getting out of their car. Right, this could get awkward. 1 second. Hey guys, you right?
Oh yeah, mate, yeah, we're here for the waving arms.
Yeah.
Thingy.
I've got a bit of a not problem, but I've looked on eBay and someone purchased it already.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
So someone's so what happened was I sent an offer out last night,
Right.
and then someone's accepted the offer. So I woke up this morning to 2 messages from you saying, "Oh, do you mind if we come and test it and collect it?" So I assumed you're the person that bought it. So I've been messaging you all day, and then I accidentally messaged my address to. So when you're on the eBay app, you go to like the item, and I clicked more options. Sent a message to the buyer, basically with you. I think it was you guys, and then it started like a new message thread. So I didn't want to confuse you. So I went back to our chat, sent my address again, and then obviously we've agreed to come pick it up. And then the buyer replied back earlier saying, "I have no idea what this means because I just put my number in it and postcode." So I checked, and like the username that's bought it is different to the person.
Right, okay.
So they've technically bought it,
Right.
and obviously are waiting for me to post it. So I don't know what to do now.
Don't worry about
But
it.
Well,
not meant to be.
I'd like to have it, but
I know you're here, but it's obviously like, but
Yeah.
technically. So was you expecting to pay cash on collection?
yeah,
or,
I was going to just give. Well, I've got cash now for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. The only thing is, I don't like know if to like it's going to disappoint the buyer or whatever. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else to do in this situation now. I mean, I could, obviously I can show you it working and stuff.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I mean, I would love to take it.
But yeah,
you know,
I wasn't sure if
yeah.
it was some like scam or something. I know.
No,
I trust you
yeah,
guys.
no,
aren't.
not
I
at
just-
all. No,
I wasn't
yeah,
sure
yeah.
if it was some like eBay scam or something.
No, but I never go on
Yeah.
eBay.
Yeah.
I just happened to have a look at this one. I was like, we've been to Bongos. That's
Yeah.
ideal. So
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it works, we'll take it now. But if it's up to you what you want to do. Really, it's
The trouble is, I don't want to get like bad feedback or anything, so I don't know whether to like message the buyer and explain and see if he says that's cool or if he still wants to. That's the trouble.
Well, drop him a message now.
Yeah, I
and see
don't
if
know
you
how
want
long he's going to take. Yeah. Right then, so this is the blower. So I've just spoke to the buyer now, and I had to call him. Luckily, he had his number on eBay, and the couple that are coming to look at it are going to come and see it blown up in the back garden. So at least we're going to get a bit of a live demo for it. So I spoke to the buyer on eBay, explained what's happened, saying there's a couple at my door expecting to buy it, explained the mix up, and he said he's happy for them to have it. If they don't want it, he'll still take it, but he understands the situation. So luckily he wasn't nice about it, but I did explain, you bought it first, so I'll give you first refusal. And he said he's happy for them to take it, so I'm going to let him in now. Right then guys, so it's the next day. My girlfriend got back from the gym and we decided to go shopping, so I didn't get a chance to record last night, but I just want to give you the lowdown on basically what happened and the outcome and the results. So the couple turned up, and as you saw in the video, I had a quick chat with them, and then he wanted me to message/call the other buyer. So luckily the buyer had his phone number on eBay, so I gave him a quick call and he was quite understanding. He understood it was like an awkward situation for me, and I could tell he wanted the item still, but he said if they want it and whatever else and they want to buy it, then let them have it and just refund me. So I didn't want to send the other people away necessarily. They seemed quite genuine. It wasn't as like scary as I thought, but there was a moment before they turned up where I was like not sure if they were going to turn up or not. There was a 20-minute window where I'd messaged to basically tell them like, hey, you didn't buy the item, I've just worked it out, like somebody else bought it, and they could have been on their way, they could have seen it and been like, oh, he's cottoned on to our scam. But at the same time, I also didn't want to accuse them of trying to scam me, because they seemed like genuine people, and I don't think they were trying to scam me. So what I gathered from them, which wasn't on video, was that he tried to log into his eBay account in the morning and he couldn't remember his password, so he made a new account, hence why the account was created on the day. And he must have messaged me just before the person actually accepted my offer and bought the items. So eBay won't allow you to message a buyer relating to that item because the thread was from the item itself. So eBay won't allow you to do that once it's already sold, because people can backdoor. People could say, oh, this undersold, you should sell this to me for more money and I'll give you 20 quid instead of 10 quid or something like that. So that's why they don't allow you to do it. So they must have messaged just before, and that is why I've assumed that that person was the person that bought it. So it's essentially just a bit of a misunderstanding, but there was a period where I was genuinely like, what the hell is going on? Is this person going to turn up? And are they going to try and, you know, check that the item's okay and then try and take it away for free? But they came with intentions of paying cash on collection. So in the end, they did pay cash on collection, and I've cancelled and refunded the order and apologised to the buyer. Now, I sent him a message and explained the situation in a bit more detail and apologised again. Ideally, I wanted to fulfill the sale to the person that originally bought it, and I explained that to both the people that turned up as well as the buyer, and both of them were kind of understanding that, you know, they were prepared to walk away without having it, and the seller said that they could have it, but then at the end he did kind of say, you know, if it falls through, I'll still want the item. So I did feel bad for having to sort of cancel the item on him. And it's also not really standard eBay practice, so I don't really want to be doing that in the future. I should have checked that the seller was the correct seller, really. So kind of my error, and I'll hold my hands up to that. But at the same time, the people buying it, you know, they could have spotted that it's sold potentially, I don't know. But yeah, just a bit of a mix-up. I've, you know, learnt from this, so if this happens again, you know, I'll be more vigilant of who the usernames are. But on the eBay app, it's not very clear, really. It has the image at the top. It tells me what the message is regarding what item, and it was regarding the item that sold. And it's not something that I've had a lot of interest in, really, so, you know, it was safe for me to assume, in my opinion, that the person that had just bought it was the person I was messaging all day. But yeah, luckily it had a fairly okay outcome. I didn't get scammed, and I didn't have like necessarily like some random people that were going to steal the item from me turn up at my house. But yeah, it had a good outcome, so that's the main thing, really. But yeah, thank you for watching, and just be wary, because things like this do happen. Sometimes you do get coincidences like this. I've had it before where people have messaged about an item and I've genuinely thought it was the seller or the buyer, sorry, and then it turns out they're not, and I've had to be like, hang on a minute, this is sold, sorry. But it always seems to be when I send out offers, so I'm wondering whether, because I sent an offer out, it goes to all the people that are watching it. So it might be 3 or 4 watchers, 3 or 4 people might get your notification, and they might message before somebody accepts, and that's kind of where the mix-up happens. So yeah, just be wary and stay safe, take it easy on eBay, and you know, be vigilant when you're giving out your address to people, so you don't have the same situation that I did. Right then, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you getting this far, and yeah, sorry if I rambled on a little bit, but I just wanted to be quite thorough in my explanation. But I'm going to call it there. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I do weekly eBay reselling videos. I go over my eBay store, what sold, what I picked up, how much I sold it for, etc., and all that jazz. I also collect video games, so I use the eBay profits to fund my video game collection. So I like to do game hunts, go to gaming markets, CEX, car boots, etc., see what games I can pick up and add to the collection. Any that I already have or are underpriced, and I'll flip on eBay, as well as other stuff. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if that's your thing, and hopefully I'll see you on more videos. But thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.